Thanks for letting me know. And we are going to try to understand how value our life is, how this opportunity to be here, to have like even this night here among friends is so important to us. And as you know, it's September, Yellow September, and around the world is the month that we always try to look after each other. Here in Australia, we had how many days ago? Are You Okay Day? That was last week. So it is about asking, are you okay? Do you need something? Because many times we have a lot of people that goes through a lot of struggles, stress, depression, anxiety. I'm not too sure if you guys have been on that place where you thought, even perhaps for 1 second, that it is not worth living. So you don't need to share that here with in public, but if you have those moments of darkness that you don't think you have like a way out of that, I'm sure we probably have a lot of friends here on the disincarnated present here that they made that choice to end their lives, and thanks to God they are here tonight to listen to these and feel our love and our caring about them as well. So keep that in mind. So to to tonight, to share love, to share kindness, no judgment. And if you know someone that might is going through something that needs, a talk or maybe a hug, just be in touch and use what Australians are using. Are you okay? Send a message. Maybe it's that person that is coming to your mind tonight that you say, have been a while since I talked with them. Just finish the meeting here. Don't use our mobile right now. But once we finish here, send a WhatsApp, a text message, or email, and say, are you okay? I was just, you don't need to go through details about where we are talking here tonight, but say, look, I was watching something. I remember you. I'm just touching bases. How you doing? Maybe is that what that person needs today, to just feel that someone love them and care about them. So if you think about someone, do that once we finish the meeting and send that text. That's very important, and maybe can help that person see light, see a new path that is away that darkness, that emptiness. All right. And just as you know, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm just a humble worker of the center that try my best to do things that come up to me. So I bring some data that I got from Lifeline website. That is the biggest website that help people that are going through that path. So we just, as you know, Spiritism is about a tripod: philosophy, religion, and faith. Science. Thank you. Yes, science. So it's important to us to understand the scientific side, like data, numbers, so we can really have like a grasp of what it is and how important it is to us to do whatever we can, even though if it's just one person that you can touch. And because Jesus said, if you can save one, it's great. If you can save 1,000, great. But if you can touch one heart, that's marvelous. So just keep that in mind, okay? So just go through a few data so we just can have a grasp of how is suicide in Australia. And then after that, I will try to focus a bit more on the spiritist side of suicide. We could go through many ways. I could bring books here. There's an amazing book. There is The Memories of the Suicide. Anyone here have read that book prior? No? You too? It's, yeah, no, I know, because no. Yeah, this is my husband, by the way. So it's an amazing book. It's a very deep, dense book, but it brings other sides of people that choose that path of suicide and how they go through, what happens once you decide to do that step. But I'm not focused on that book. I'm trying to bring a bit more light subject tonight for us, but it's a really good book. I think we have on our library, but it's with someone right now, but you can download for free on PDF if you have, what's the name of that tablet that you can read books? Kindle. Thank you. You can, I'm not too sure if you guys know, you can send PDF to your Kindle. Oh, hi, Colleen. Hi, Karina. Hi, Anna. Hi, Angela. You can say the PDF to your Kindle email. If you don't know how to do that, talk with this guy, he knows. And then you can read for free. We have lots of books on libraries, Spiritist libraries over there, so you can have the book. It's a really good book to read. All right, where's my thing? Thank you. Okay, so this is Lifeline statistics. I'm not gonna read. Sharing. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to share. Yeah, this one. And then, sorry. Okay, and now you go there because those are my notes. I'm not going to read all of them. You know, those is data that is on the website. I'm just going to read the most important of them. So, sorry guys. Alex is just. Yes. It's Alex's fault, not mine. Oh, good now. Everyone can see the presentation? Great. You at home as well? Great. I just need to put you here because where you guys are is on my notes. So Lifeline is the Australia's largest suicide prevention service because each year, believe it or not, over 1 million of Australia reach out for help. So Australia has around 34, 35 million people. So 6 million, thank you. So 1 million people reached out every year seeking for help and support. So those are the numbers of Lifeline. We have 40 centers, over 10,000 volunteers because it's a network that works 24/7. So every time you need, you reach out and someone is going to be there ready to talk to you. And then talk about the workers. Another important number for us to have a look is 9 Australians die every day of suicide. So today, 9 people decide to take their own life. That's a lot. So realistic, there's more people dying every day in Australia than in car accident or violence or any other means. So this is how bad it is. This is how bad this pain inside people's heart can bring to this scenario. 75% of those that take their own lives are male. Why? Because for men that grow up saying you can't cry, you can't show your feelings, for them to reach out for help, to say, I need help, I need to see a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or someone to listen to me, it's like going against their masculinity, you know? So for us, for women, we cry a lot. For us, it's easy to talk and say, I want a doctor. But for men, most of them that grow up saying men can't cry, it's really hard for them to seek for help. And then once that feeling, it's so unbearable, they don't see a way out. So they decide to take their own life. So keep that in mind. If you're growing boys, you can let them know it's okay to cry. It's okay to seek for help. If your mental health is not okay, reach out, talk to me, find someone that you can trust, to talk with. So we can change those numbers in the next generation and don't see men, women, or whatever take their own life. But that's really serious. How about we teach kids about men can't cry, men can't have those mental health issues. All right. So we have over 65,000 people that attempt to take their own life most of them don't succeed, thank God, and stay here, but then harm themselves trying to do that. They can have catastrophic post-traumatic symptoms. You can have, many of them have like sequelas, sorry. Sequelas in English? Huh? No. Sequels. They just missed that word. I'm sorry. No one knows sequelas in English. Consequences, yeah, but it's not consequence. Yeah, when you have like a big trauma and then you have to live with it, like for example, without an arm. There's a word for that. Yeah, something, but I hope you guys understand what I want to. Side effects of, consequences. Thank you. And suicide is the least leading cause of death in Australia, and between age 15 and 44. Aboriginal people, the rates for Aboriginal people in Torres Strait Islands, it's twice as big than just Australia, the other Australians. LGBTQE plus community as well. And 1 in 4 Australians are lonely, and there is no one for them to talk to. So that's why Lifeline and other channels, even here on the center as well, we are always open for anyone that needs help. All right. And you have plenty of other information on those websites. I really encourage you guys to maybe take this month to take like 10, 15 minutes of your life to go to their website and read the information, read the data. It's really good for us because, and they even have like guidelines as you can maybe help someone and how you can identify if the person is not feeling okay, what kind of questions you can do, and you always can call and say, how can I help that person? So it's really good to us to really try to pay attention, not only for our own belly, but look around and see those that sometimes is someone that is always smiling and going around, but deep inside that person is not okay. All right. And that's gonna be related to that gift that is under your chair. So hold your horses. You have to wait until the end to see what is inside. Unfortunately, you guys at home are not going to have your bag, but I will talk to what is inside. So it's a great idea that maybe you can give as a gift as well. We're going to have some leftovers you can take and give to someone that you think about it. Just before I forget, in front of the bag, there's all the phones you can call. So if you think about someone that you wish to give that back as a little gift and don't want to be too like, oh, I think you're going to be suicide yourself. You just take that number, say, look, I just think of you, because inside is very generic and very, at least I think, very kind gift to that person. Just be gentle how you approach that person as well. And here just another graphic that shows the bottom line is the vertical line is death per 100,000. So, and then it's the years on the bottom. So the bottom line is the women that take their own life. That is 4 in 100 million, 100 mil, not 100 million, sorry, 100 mil. And the black one on the top is the male suicide rates in Australia. In 2018, we have around 4 in 100 women that took 100,000. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so wrong today. 100,000 women that took their own life. And for men on the same year, 2018, is around 18 men in 100,000 population Australia. And the middle line is the average, the balance between that population. So this is how hard it is for men as well to go through some mental health issues. Okay. So, all right. And these are the numbers you can call. You're going to have these on those bags, but it's always out there. Any Google, easy find, 000, wherever, just reach out for help or tell someone to help. And again, now we're going to get on after we have this data science exposure, and now I know how you feel, because when I really start to research for this presentation, I say, oh my gosh, I have no idea, it was that bad. Like, especially when I read that 9 people a day, it's dying of suicide. That's too much. And it's a very delicate subject to that to touch. And yeah, so bear with me. And to start this conversation, I'm bringing a little phrase of, in Brazil, we know them as Preto Velho from Umbanda, because as you know, here in PESC, we are a spirit's house, but we embrace all religions because every path leads towards God. Every path, everyone found their own way to connect with God, on Catholic Church, on Umbanda, on Ho'oponopono or Buddhism. As long as you try your best to connect with the divine, you're on the right path. So we don't have any prejudgment of, as long as it goes along what Jesus taught us, we're more than happy to share. And he has something to say for us, for when we found this emptiness inside of us that wants to take us for those dark sides, for that depression, for that anxiety. And he wants to say to us, in English, he would say, old wise man, because the translation probably gonna be a bit not so nice to put out there. But he said like that, my son, when things don't go well inside us, they don't go well anywhere else. This feeling of emptiness that you are feeling is not that you are missing something, is that you are missing yourself. So every time you have to search, you know, that dark place, is not something that we are missing. It's ourselves that we are missing. We need to start to look inside us and try to look how beautiful we are, because we are divine creation. We have the spark of God inside us. We are divine, just like God, because God made us as his model. So we are divine. So every time you think you're on the going to this dark place, just remember that you are light and you are divine, and start to look inside yourselves so you can see that and hold tight, you know, because and one thing that is great that we are here tonight, we are doing this connection. And it doesn't matter if it's on a spirit center, is on a church, or even if you're like just walk in a park, as long as we try to make this connection and keep that connection. And this is great. It just shows like you start with this humble act of, I am here. I want to make connection, because we just need to do one step and then God do the rest, because we just need to reach out and say, I'm here, do something for me. And then he comes in our way to help us, because he see on us what we can't see. He see our potential. He see the lights inside of us. And he's the divine intelligence that love us, not if you do something, even though, even on your darkest side, he loves you, even though, not if you do that, but he just loves you. And because he loves us, he just gave us this psalm on the Bible that just prove how well he know us. That he says, "Oh Lord, you have searched me and know me." Even though we think we don't know what is inside of, that we don't know what we want, God knows us. You know my sitting down and my rising up, because he's with us since we stand up in the morning and lie down in the end of the day. You understand my thought afar off. I sometimes understand the things that I'm trying to think about myself, but I'm sure God does. And I hope so. that's make my faith keep going. You comprehend my path and my lying down, and you are acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but behold, O Lord, you know altogether. You have hedged my behind and before, and lie your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it. So that just proved to us that God is always there. So even though you think he doesn't know what is going on inside you, because not even you can figure out what's going on with you, he does, because he's divine, he's the supreme intelligence, and he knows your heart even better than ourselves. And we have to learn to forgive ourselves. because you may be thinking, I'm not sure if you guys that gonna watch this later, that's gonna be on YouTube for, I don't know, for how long, many years, you know, you're saying that, but you don't know my dark side. You don't know the things that I have done. I'm not worth it. And trust me, I've been there and I'm still dealing with few things. But the first step is to learn to forgive ourselves, you know, and because God already forgive us, because there is nothing to be forgiven. Everything is part of the journey, and everything that happened in the past, it passed. And now we have a new tomorrow, a new way to go, a new path to choose. Don't keep looking on the back on the things that you have done, the things that you did, the things that people did to you that is not worth living, you know. For that, we have a great thinker. And that great thinker is always here present on PESC, especially on my presentation. And I think that thinker and what that thinker says to us is gonna keep going on for many, many years to come to PESC. For all those thoughts that you say, oh, you have no idea what I have done, it's not worth it. That great thinker says for us, let it go. Let it go. Go on, gone, pass. Doesn't matter anymore, you know? Because you know how God look at us? Let's just think, you know, kids, right? Let's just say you're going to walking past on the street and you see like a childcare. And then you said, just, I don't know, 3-4-year-old kids, just fighting. I don't know, just fighting over a toy and someone kind of biting each other, you know? Do you think those kids are barbarians? Do you think those kids are like assassins or bad people, evil people? Do you? You can say yes, no. Maybe sometimes, depends of the kids. I don't think so. I believe most of you, when you see like two kids fighting and bite each other, I believe you most of the time look at those kids with eyes of kindness because you know they are kids. And you know that there are seeds that are gonna grow and gonna be good people. And that is just a silly moment, right? And I bet like 2 minutes later, they're gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be playing together again. They just let it go and they move forward. It's just like God look at us. We are those little kids, 2-3-year-olds, fight each other, bite each other, pulling your hair. So God doesn't see us as barbarian, as whatever evil we are. No, he doesn't see it. He just looks at us and say, oh, look, my silly kids. But he can see the light inside of you. He can see your potential and what you're gonna be because he can see through your heart. Just like we can see through our kids when we see them. So remember that, all right? Forget about your past because, come on, we can't be a prisoner of our past. It was just a lesson. It's not a life sentence prison. We don't need to be there forever. Okay, you did that, too bad. We're gonna have consequences. Sure we will, but it's a lesson. And we can choose to change. You know, we can choose to love ourselves, to love others. It doesn't mean it's not gonna hurt because it hurt as hell when you think about things of our lives. It doesn't gonna be okay tomorrow. Maybe it's not gonna be okay in 2 weeks, but it's gonna be okay. And it's so good. But we need time to heal. We need time to let God work through our hearts. And we need time to forgive ourselves and say, it's okay, let it go. And every time that hurts, keep singing Frozen. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Keep Frozen in mind. Frozen is great. Just that little phrase. And then at some point, it's not gonna hurt anymore. It's just gonna be a lesson, something that you're gonna look back and say, uh-oh, wasn't that good? But it's okay. You choose differently. And choose to love. Because above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. That isn't Peter. So if you think, what I can do, just choose to love. Choose today to be better. I don't know if be better today is something about do your recycling properly. Great. So you're saving the planet, doing a little bit, saving the 10-cent containers. Great. You know, trying to help someone with every one little thing that you can. Great. Every little act of love, it counts for us in our bill with God, you know, to cover the things that we did, because we did gone. There is nothing I can do to change, but I can choose better today. And that's going to help that emptiness that inside of us, that something about we're looking after, we're trying to search about ourselves, and that emptiness that empty inside of us can be fulfilled with light, with love, because we are working on good. All right. And as Joana de Angelis always said to us as well, guilty doesn't take us to any place. No. But we can change guilt for responsibility. You sit down crying all day long. I'm so bad. I did this, I did that. It's not going to change your future. I know sometimes it's something that we need to put it out, you know, like express and put it out and cry to make feel a bit more lightweight. But once you're done with that, that is part of the process of healing. Start to forgive yourself and say, okay, nothing that I did is going to change in the past, no, because we can't come back on the past. But I can choose to take responsibility for what I have done, instead of saying, oh, I was bad, I say, okay, I was bad, yeah. But what I can do now to change that? You know, I can maybe volunteer on a work for, I don't know, RSPCA. I can collect some food. I don't know what, you can find something that's gonna bring that spark inside of you. But try to look after that. Try to search for something that can make you take responsibility for your acts and change the way you choose to walk on your journey. All right? Because every time that little voice comes to your mind and say, oh no, you are not worth it, you're not even good to take your own responsibility. Because our mind, you know that our mind, do you know, guys, that our thoughts are matter, all right? That everything that we think, it's matter. Even though you can take physically, it's a matter. It's something that we put it out on the universe. That's why mediums can talk with spirits, you know, that's why some spirits can interact on the material world. Our thoughts, it's a kind of matter. So if you let that little voice inside you, you know, that little evil and angel that those cartoons always put out there, oh, you're not worth it. You can't take your own responsibility. You're guilt. Because our mind is really easy to trick. Let it go. Remember Frozen. Start singing. Let it go, let it go, let it go, and come back to your track. Because that voice wants to bring you down. And it's not like the obsessor. It could be. Or not. It's not like devil is coming. Sometimes that voice is ourselves. We are trying to sabotage ourselves on things, you know, because it's easy to put guilty on the devil, on the obsessor. Poor obsessor, not even doing that, poor thing. He's probably trying to take their own responsibility, you know. So don't let that voice come to you. Keep singing Let It Go. I bet you guys gonna be driving home from here to home singing Let It Go from Frozen tonight. That's what my aim tonight here. Sing Let It Go, all right? And take responsibility of the things. Choose better today. And that is a phrase, because for this presentation, I was watching a lot of videos. As I told you, I'm not like a psychologist. I'm just bringing things that I try to bring for my own life, for my own moments of darkness. As I always like to make clear here, not because I'm a worker of the center doesn't mean I have my troubles days, you know. So is that when we need to try to search better, and we have to keep doing the gospel. And then we say to you, when people go to a spiritual assistant, and we request people, say, look, you have to keep practicing the gospel. It's not about doing the gospel at home only. That's good. Bring light to your house. Brings light to your house. It's a commitment. It's like a moment of connection with God. It is. But when we request people from a spiritual assistant that comes with a trouble that wish us to help them, we always advice. Look, try to practice the gospel. It's not only reading the gospel, but it's like living the gospel. Is look at this, the example of Jesus, and look at the things that we need to do. I know that follow the steps of Jesus, it's hard, but it's what we talked early about. Choose a simple thing that you can achieve, you know? It's like when we have a big problem to solve. If we want to solve that problem at once, sometimes it's really hard. But if you choose to kind of fractionate that problem on small little pieces and small steps that you can help you to solve the big problem, if you, I say, like divide like in 10 fractions, if today you do 1, tomorrow 2, 3, at the end, we're gonna solve the problem. So start choosing simple things, one small thing that you can achieve, because if you put like something that is too big, you're gonna get frustrated because you can't solve that problem. So choose today to do something. Okay, I will recycle. Okay, great, go do recycle. I will do the gospel at home with people from Task every Thursday at 9 p.m. Great. It's small steps. Then we put all together, and that's gonna help you to find peace, to find a way of choose differently. All right. In saying that, I was watching to Rossandro Klinger. Not too sure if you guys know him. He's like a psychologist from Brazil. He's he gives a lot of lectures on the spiritist, centers and all. And he really work on on the suicide and depression, anxiety, to help people, bring people back. And then he said something, one of his presentation, that I thought was really great. So I pretty much just translated and put out there, that he says, look at God and realize that I know my imperfections, but God loves goes beyond my understanding and allow me to rescue myself. Because I'm here due to infinite mercy of my Father and Creator that loves me so much that don't make me remember the bad that I caused, so I could have a little peace to restart again. So that's the blessing of reincarnation. That God loves you so much, He knows you so deeply, that He gives you an opportunity to start again without remember anything that is in the past. Because remember, past is not a life in prison. It's just lessons that we are going through. So we could have peace to restart again, to take responsibility, to choose better, to start little. So, you know, things that you can achieve every day, and then get excited, and then building your own path and getting strong. So I thought that was so powerful, and that helped us to not listen to that voice that you are not worth it. No one loves you. I love you. I love when you guys come and we can chat. For those that used to come here before COVID, you know, guys that I always hug and kisses and blah, blah, blah around and making parties on Pesky. So we love you. So come back to Pesky. Stay with us. And remember that phrase, because that can transform yourself, can transform us. All right. So that's what I have for tonight. And I have another little piece of Rossandro, because he did a beautiful video for Yellow September in Brazil. It does have subtitles in English, guys. There is 2 or 3 errors, but that's not gonna make you not understand the video. So that, and then after the video, I will invite you to open your little bags and I go through what is inside. And if you think about someone that you wish to take a gift, there's heaps of bags around. As I said, you can take the phone numbers from the outside to not be so like, look, this is Lifeline Support Center. I think you're gonna, you know, throw yourself off the bridge. That's really hard to say for someone. So look, it's just a little gift, you know, it's a nice thought. So, okay, Alex, can you help me put the video here? Any comments? Anyone would like to say something? No? It's hard, isn't it, when we start with the information about is ready over there. There. And that. And then play, please.
Se a sua infância não foi tão perfeita como você sonhou, e se os seus pais não te amaram como você acha que eles deveriam ter te amado, não desiste da vida. Fica para mostrar como se ama de ser como filho, todo mundo capaz de ser feliz. Fica para perceber que quando você é pai e mãe, não tem poder mágico que você acha que seus pais têm. Se você amou alguém e foi maltratado, amigo, abandonado, não se culpe. Não pense que você não merece e não é digno de ser amado ou amado. Então, não desiste. E não deixe mais que o seu coração seja terreno baldio para o lixo afetivo ou a miséria moral dos outros. Fica e mostra a todos como se deve amar alguém, com toda a ternura e respeito que as pessoas merecem. Se na escola te humilham e desprezam, não desiste da vida. Fica para mostrar que essas vozes não têm fim. Sabe uma coisa? É um segredo sobre essas pessoas que nos humilham e tentam nos destruir. Elas, na verdade, apenas apontam bem para nós a prova e mostram que elas têm dentro delas mesmas. Então fica para mostrar como tratar dignamente os outros. Não apenas as nossas sombras, mas sobretudo as nossas luzes. Se você acha que você não tem mais jeito, que não vale mais a pena viver, saiba que essa é uma mentira no qual você acredita. Insista, não desista, fica. Já pensei em desistir, eu já planejei não desistir, mas resolvi ficar e tudo passou. Não teve mágica. A dor não passou no dia seguinte, a vida passou no dia seguinte. Ela foi passando na sequência da vida e hoje ficou mais e mais forte. Acredite, vale a pena ficar e provar para todo mundo, e sobretudo para nós mesmos, que a vida vale a pena ser vivida. E se você me encontrar por aí, nas muitas palestras que faço, se puder, vá ao meu encontro e me dê um abraço e diz no meu ouvido que você ficou para provar que é possível ser feliz.
So that is his invitation. And my invitation for you guys is that stay. Stay with me so we can walk together. So then maybe you can transfer that invitation for someone else. Someone else maybe is out there just waiting for you to say, stay. Oops. 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 Yeah, he broke my moment, but yeah. So that's invitation tonight, guys. Stay with me so we can walk together. Sometimes not easy, not even for me, and I bet it's not even for you as well, but stay with us. And in saying that, because you're coming tonight, you came tonight, so you deserve a gift, and your gift is under your chair. So I wish you to open, and I will explain. And I wish you to hold to those things inside of that bag. All right? Okay, I will open my bag here so you guys can see from home. And this can be Alex's bag because he didn't see it. Inside your bag, I want you to find a 5-cent coin. There is a 5-cent coin inside of your bag. So that 5 cents is that you won't ever be entirely broke. So if you're going through some financial issue, you have 5 cents to start, okay? So don't give up. You have 5 cents to start. It's something, all right? I bet you find a little ball as well. Okay, guys, I just missed your 5-cent coins to start. You're not entirely broken. Then I bet you find a bouncing ball. For all those that you may lost in your life, because those things you throw and then bounce and you never find it. But it's also, you know, to remind you to bounce back. If you're on that deep, 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 dark place, just do like the little ball, bounce back, bouncing back. It's just to remind you how powerful you are. Just that little ball. We might be this little, but we have a power to go to this roof if you put enough power. And that power just comes from God if you keep your connection. Olá? You're going to find an elastic band. So that will help you to stretch just a little bit longer. So when you think you don't have enough strength, you have. That little elastic band will help you to stretch a little bit further. So hold to that. Is your amulet. Also, you're going to find, that's for you, Alex, sorry. A piece of string. So you can hold everything together when it's in danger of falling apart. So this is your magical string. So all the thoughts that you think is falling apart, remember when I said thoughts are matter? So now your thoughts are here, no? And then you're gonna hold them together and say, you're not falling apart. I gave me a magical string that God bless, not falling apart anymore. See, magic. We do magic on the Spirit Center as well. And also, you're gonna find a sweet to remind you that someone cares, that I do care about you. All right? So that's my life kit for you tonight. That's all right. And you have all the explanation on this little card. And I really hope that you hold tight to that. That keeps remind you that I care. And most of all, that God cares and he loves you deeply. And he wants you to live a full, happy life. All right? And if you wish to take that back for someone that you love, we still have some over there. You're more than welcome. And thank you. That's it for me tonight.
You broke my magic string.
Oh, it's okay. Anyone would like to talk, comment? We're open. Guys from home? No? Oh, good at home? Alex wants his 5 cents, even though I stole from his wallet. All right, guys. So I just would like to invite you. So Shanji, can you get please the prayer box? Prayer box. So we can get unite, put our love and all this beautiful energy that we got here tonight, and put that thoughts and that effort, and you guys at home as well. For the people that the names are in the box, and after that, we're gonna have our healing passes, and then you guys are welcome to go home or stay to talk, but just please remember to wait until we come out of the healing passes to not disturb the people that is still receiving the energy over there. All right, so I just would like to invite you guys. Close your eyes if you wish. Sit the way that you find yourself comfortable. And let's just be grateful for this divine light that is inside of us. That is this life pulsing, you know? And if you can, put your hand on your heart and feel that pulse that say, you are alive. And that God lives inside you. And that sound, that pulse of your heart is his way to communicate with you. So every time you think you're alone, that you're suffering, there's no one for you to talk, remember to bring your hand again on your chest to feel this pulsation, to feel God inside you. And he's always gonna say, I am here. And that is amazing. That feeling, every pulse, it's energizing you, bring you that peace, helping you find the way, helping you find yourself. And we are grateful for this, God. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your care. I love you. Thank you, Jesus, for showing us the way to set the example And we are trying, and we will try every day, do everything that is in our power, every little step to follow you. And tonight, we would like to share this light with the names that we have in that box. For the names that we have in our mind. For the souls that are here in this room. For the souls that need that light around the world. In hospitals, prisons, homeless. It doesn't matter where you are. We love you. And we want to share this pulse of our heart with you and say, stay. It is worth it. It is worth it because God loves you. And every day we're going to have the sunshine to start it again. So stay with us. And for those that unfortunately already choose that path, it is okay. God and us, we don't judge. But we are here for you. In every pulse of our heart, it's transformed in light and find you. And gonna make you feel that pulse, that love inside yourself. And for everyone in need, we would like to share this love, this energy, and this blessed night that we are having here tonight. We wish that everyone can receive that little bag, just like we did today. So you can have your life kit to hold on tight. Because you are worth it and you are loved. And with that, we would like to say thank you, God. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you to be here tonight. And thank you for your love. And so be it. Thank you guys from home. We're going to say goodbye for you. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.